Hello, my name is Ryan, and oh my goodness, am I loving that Hunter Biden interview. Oh my goodness, I am loving that. Like, I'm about halfway through it right now, but yeah, no wonder they don't like him. And really, like, the most powerful thing is to, once you realize, like, there's nothing that anybody, like, once you deal with anything and everything that you feel shame about, or like guilt or anything, like, once you resolve that and do the shadow work and stuff and come to terms with it all, it's very empowering. And kudos for him for actually coming back through it. Like, that's a forced one too. Like, ooh, that's a brutal forced one. And it's like having that interview with Andrew Callahan, like, on Channel 5, that is some good stuff. Notice how I kind of said his last name because I can't remember if it's Callahan, I don't know. But I'm loving it. I'm just loving it. Because that's something that I've been having to really face a lot lately. So, like, myself, I've had a sordid past with addiction, but like I resolved that a long time ago, back in my 20s. But then in my 30s, I had a more public breakdown, and I chose to deal with it in the more foundational level. So it took years, and in that process also had like back issues and all these perpetual issues. So it just seems to be like a constant annoyance at this point. But in regards to the emotional part, and it's interesting bringing up the shame aspect, especially in the way that they're like leveraging all this stuff against, or they've tried to leverage it all against Hunter Biden. And he's right. Like, the more that the public sensationalizes that and like holds that, like, oh, they're going to stigmatize this over that or whatever, you're just preventing people from getting help. You're preventing people from feeling like they can talk about it. You're preventing people from accepting all those things and going like, because yeah, the stigmas that are perpetuated throughout society and like dig into the mind, you have no idea. When you're overcoming addiction issues, depending on what it is and what substance it is and where it lies in society as far as the overall viewpoint, man, like, you, even if you're not around anybody who's ever known you from that time, you still are like haunted by it. You're haunted by this fear of like, they'll know. And it's just like, and it's weird. In the last couple of years, I've kind of come to terms with that, where it's like, good. I'm approaching 20 years sober. Like, and I went from shooting up like almost every day for several years. And like, and since not doing that, like, was faced with all sorts of times where I could have just said, nah, just go back. Now, when it comes to like sober, it's definitely more of a, I guess, what's the term? In recovery. I don't know. I personally, there's a whole gray area, and that's something I'm not delving into. It's me personally, nothing pharmaceutical. I just can't. I know my brain chemistry. I can't do it. But I'm not going to sit here and say, like, you shouldn't do it, you know? And for myself, especially with pain management, cannabis is exceptionally good. So you have to find a balance and create boundaries and make sure it's not habitual, etc. Which is always difficult. That's, yeah, pain in the butt. Anyway. Now, yeah, I think I'm done. Oh, interesting. Got some weird divots. But that was sounding fun. I'm gonna have to go re-listen to that. Anyways, I've completely lost my train of thought. I think I'm gonna go back to watching that Hunter Biden interview. And thank you, Andrew Callahan, for having him on. Is it Callahan? I think it's Callahan. Anywho, have yourselves a good night.